Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm talking about medical terminology. Okay, so what is medical terminology? This simply refers to the language used by medical professionals to describe the body, medical conditions, treatments, procedures, and more. Next is how is medical terminology formed. Medical terms are composed of word parts and are built from four word parts: root, prefix, suffix, and combining vowel. Let's look at these word parts one after the other. The first one we have here is the root. This is the core of medical terms and usually indicates a body part, condition, or an action. Examples: cardi, which refers to the heart. Traumatic means pertaining to injury. Urea means urination. The next word part we'll be looking at is the prefix. That's number 2. Prefixes are added to the beginning of a root to modify its meaning. Examples: peri means around, so pericardial refers to something around the heart. A or a means without or no, so atraumatic means without injury. An also means without or no, so anuria means absence of urine or urination. Let's look at more examples. Ab, which means away from. Abduction, to take away from the midline. Ad means toward. Adduction, move toward the midline. Anti or anti, against. Antiemetics, work against vomiting. Difficult. Dysphagia, difficulty in eating. Endo means within or inside. Endocrine, to secrete internally. Ex or exo means outside. Exocrine, to secrete externally. Viaduct. Hyper, higher or more than normal. Hyperglycemia, higher amounts of blood glucose. Hypo means lower or less than normal. Hypoglycemia, lower amounts of blood glucose. Inter means between. Intercostal, between the ribs. Intra, within. Intramuscular, within the muscles. So these are just few out of many other examples of prefixes used in medical terminology. The next word part I'll be talking about is the suffix, and that is number 3. Suffixes are added to the end of a root to specify a particular condition, disease, or a procedure. Examples: it is or it is, which means inflammation. So carditis refers to inflammation of the heart. Let's look at more examples. Lysis, which means separation. Urinalysis, separation of urine into its constituents. Therapy, treatment. Chemotherapy, treatment with chemical substances or drugs. Malacia, abnormal softening. Osteomalacia, abnormal softening of the bone. Megaly, enlargement. Cardiomegaly, enlargement of the heart. Osis, abnormal condition. Cardiosis, abnormal condition of the heart. Pathy, disease. Enteropathy, disease of the small intestine. Scope, instrument to visually examine. Endoscope, an instrument used to visually examine inside the body. So just like I said before, there are also so many other examples of suffixes used in medical terminology. I only mentioned few. Now, before I talk about the last word parts used in medical terminology, I would like to answer a question most people ask, especially veterinary medical students. The question is, what is the difference between human and veterinary medical terminology? Now, most times, the medical terms used in human medical settings are identical to the ones used in veterinary medical settings. Both human and veterinary medical terms use similar principles of word formation, that's the roots, prefix, suffix, and combining vowels. The main difference between human and medical terminology lies in the species being discussed. In veterinary medicine, there are a greater number of species, which greatly expand the vocabulary of veterinary professionals. Also, veterinary medical terms may be specific to certain animal species, such as canine for dogs or feline for cats, equine for horses, and so on. Additionally, veterinary medical terminology may include terms related to animal husbandry, behavior, and species-specific diseases and treatments that are not relevant to human medicine. So now we get it that the main difference between the human medical terminology and the veterinary medical terminology lies in the species being discussed, just the species. Now back to the word parts. The last word part I'll be talking about today is the combining vowels, and that will be number 4. Combining vowel is a single vowel, usually an O. We know our vowel sounds A, E, I, O, U. So combining vowel is a single vowel that is added to the end of a root to make the word easier to pronounce. Note, this combining vowel is a single vowel which is added to the end of a root word to make it easier to pronounce. O is the most commonly used combining vowel. However, I and E may also be used. Example, let's look at this word. It looks impossible to pronounce, right? I won't even try before I bite my tongue. Okay, let's take another look. Gastro. So the combining vowel O makes the word easier to pronounce. Gastro refers to the stomach. Combination of the root and the combining vowel is known as a combining form. Gastr, that's the root, plus O, the combining vowel, equal to gastro, gastro, which is the combining form. A combining vowel is also used to join a root and a suffix together. Example, the word arthroscope. A-R-T-H-R is the root, O is the combining vowel. Remember I said root plus combining vowel equal to combining form, which is arthro. Scope is the suffix. So this combining vowel O is used to join the root and the suffix together, which makes the word arthroscope. But this is only when the suffix begins with a consonant. As you can see here, the suffix here, scope, began with a consonant word, a consonant letter X. So it is not used when the suffix begins with a vowel. So assuming we have E here, this combining vowel will not be used. A combining vowel is also used when two or more root words are joined. Example, gastroenteritis. G-A-S-T-R is a root, O is a combining vowel, E-N-T-E-R, root, itis is a suffix. So this root here plus the other root word here are joined together with this combining vowel to make the word gastroenteritis. And this word means inflammation of the stomach and intestine. The combining vowel is not used between a prefix and the root word. Remember I said that a combining vowel can be used to join a root and a suffix together, but is not used between a prefix and a root word, and it can only be used between a root and a suffix if the suffix began with a consonant letter. Let's look at another example of words with combining vowel. The word I have here is panleukopenia. P-A-N, prefix which means or, L-U-E-U-K, roots, O, combining vowel. Remember, root plus combining vowel equal to combining form, leuko. This combining form leuko refers to white. Penia is a suffix which means deficiency or reduction in number. So panleukopenia means deficiency of all types of white blood cells. And that's it guys for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon, and give this video a thumbs up. I also like to know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Bye.